Well, this is a little bit of a surprise. Back on MLB 22, and you're probably wondering what we're doing here when MLB 23 is close to coming out. Well, since spring training's right around the corner, I've got that baseball itch in me once again. And now, I never showed any of year 4 in this series, but we did make the playoffs for the 4th consecutive season. We lost in the ALDS to the Astros, though. So, since MLB 23 is about to come out soon, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a long-term sim approach to this, and we'll go like a month at a time, what have you, and we'll see what happens. So we'll start off with this, and just auto fix that, and auto fix that, and we got a critical situation here. Alright, so let's enter this game and finish things off. Looking to end Boston's 6-0 winning. Boston's perfect season here. They're 6-0 in this season.
John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. Jack Flaherty still on the mound to start this 9th inning. We'll see if he can wrap this one up and complete the shutout.
It really looks like
this has popped up,
in between,
and that'll be out number 1.
Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Luis Ariz stands in. Lifted in the air, right center field.
And that is going to be out number 2.
Racing over to make the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now we got to face Aaron Judge to finish this off.
You'll one. And ball 1. Swings and misses. 1 and 2. And a foul ball.
Yeah, we couldn't really make any major moves in the off-season. Although we did lose some major pieces here, mainly Vladimir Guerrero Jr. going to the Marlins in the year 4 off-season, and Judge gets a 2-out single there.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
And O'Neill sends this to right. Siri is running. He'll make the catch and the game is over.
And the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout. 6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton,
I did not want to do that. Flaherty only struck out 2 batters in that game. But he only gives up 3 hits, though. And we have just handed the Red Sox their first loss of the 2026 season. Now, by the way, I did have a Road to the Show going on the Xbox version of that. It's doing a whole bunch of simulating and, like, playing through seasons or whatever. And it gave me that dreaded Operation Failure loading error or something like that. So, unfortunately, that Road to the Show is no more, but I'm probably not going to start a new one on there at this point since MLB 23 is close to coming out. But our closing pitcher we had a nice career run, a nice run over 500 career saves. No World Series titles for him, though, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? I should have gone into that. Because now we're on a losing streak, and we win that one, thankfully. I think we'll turn off the critical situation so we can get through this a bit faster. And Loizaga goes from the White Sox get Loizaga from the Padres for Teoscar Hernandez. Alex Bregman, who I think had just signed with the Giants, ends up getting traded to the Orioles for, and Adley Rutschman is included in that deal. So that's a pretty big haul there for the Orioles. Alright, 18 and 14 at the end of the first month. First full month of play, that is. Fractured hand there, that's not good. That's in the minors, by the way. And, oh boy, Romano is hurt. That's not good. And the Cardinals get Camilo Duvall. Alright, so we are 31 and 29 now. And we are in second place, 3.5 back of the Rays.
The Guardians allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-1. Heading into the day, the Blue Jays sit in second place in the American League East Division, and the Guardians are in second place in the AL.
Let's just activate. And we get Jordan Romano back, so that's good. And we're at 49 and 37 heading into the month of July. We also have some draft picks to sign, so... Ooh, Willie Jimenez. That's some pretty good potential.
Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the American
So let's go ahead and sign all these draft picks. Well,
as they took down the Yankees,
maybe not all of them.
They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. Adrian Hauser picked up win number 8 this year as the Red Sox grabbed the win over Houston 4-3. They now have 6
Yeah, potential of only low and high 60s, so we're not going to bother with that. But we do see that we are 2.5 games ahead of Tampa Bay now in the AL East. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We ended the month of June with 8 straight victories. Alright, so let's simulate through here. And we're now at 10 wins in a row, 11 wins in a row, and well, that streak is over. That was a nice run though. So we go into the All-Star break at 56 and 41. We have a 2.5 game lead over the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Guardians acquire Willie Adames from Oakland. Alright. So now let's see who is on the trade block here. And Spencer Torkelson is on the block there for the Tigers. And we do need a first baseman, so we'll see if we can grab him. Alright, let's see how Gallo is doing this season. Hitting 19 homers, 48 RBIs, but he's hitting just 225, whereas Torkelson, it says here, looks like 27 homers, 80 RBIs, and a 312 average. Okay, it's going to take more than this to get Torkelson. Okay, maybe... Alright, maybe not Gallo. Maybe how about... No? Alright. How about if I give you Gavin Lux for him? Or actually... How is Gosman doing this year? 8-4 from ERA 387. Alright, now he's coming off the books this season. Alright. So we'll give you Nate Pearson. And... how is Pearson doing anyway this season? Let me take a look here. Alright. So Pearson and Gallo for Torkelson, and do we want to add a starting pitcher into the mix here? No, that's not going to go through. Alright. So Pearson and Gallo for Torkelson is our deal, and there we go. We have our first baseman. Okay, that's a double A injury, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much. Yes, I would like to stop simulating, and right now we are in first place by 3 games.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season.
Let's see if we can make another trade here. Jazz Chisholm on the block for the Miami Marlins.
What went down yesterday? Starting in the AL East, the Royals.
Alright, let's take a look at the standings here.
They took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. John Brebbia got his second W of the season as the White Sox claimed victory over the
Padres are killing it in the National League
New
West.
York Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they pulverized the Twins 13-5. Javier Baez collected a total of 4 driven in as the Tigers disposed of the Angels 7-3. Nick Sandlin grabbed his second win of the year as the Guardians took down the...
Yeah, I don't need to trade with the Tigers again.
The Mariners pounded out 17 hits.
Actually, in fact, I don't think I need to make any more trades. We already made our big move by getting Torkelson, so let's just continue on, shall we?
5 runs on 3 hits.
Yes, we finally have our... And, oh no, Manoah is injured with a torn finger ligament, 2 to 3 months. That is not good. Okay, so that means we need to change up our rotation here. And unfortunately, I traded away... Oh boy, maybe trading away Nate Pearson wasn't a good idea. Because now, okay, I think, here's what we'll do. We'll move up Flaherty, we'll move all these guys up for right now, and I'm going to have to call up a starting pitcher. Let's see. And Triola's been very impressive out in Double-A, so let's see how... So let's see how he handles big league pitching. And he is not even on the 40-man, so we'll have to add him to the 40-man. And now we can call him up. So Triola will be our 5th starter. So that's our rotation pretty much for the rest of the regular season because of the injury to Manoah. One to 2 months. Adam Simber, shoulder inflammation. Ugh. Alright, so we're at 77-61, a game and a half ahead of Tampa Bay for first as we enter the final month here.
It's the first day of September, the final...
Alright, autofix 28-man roster. And, oh boy, let's not have a bad September here. Let's not. Okay. Alright, so we're 83 and 73. We are 3.5 games behind Tampa Bay. So we unfortunately gave up first place, and at this point in the season, I don't think we're going to be getting that back. And we are out of the wild card by a game and a half, so I think that might be our best chance to make the playoffs. Well, that wouldn't have happened if we hadn't hit a bad stretch here in the last month. Okay, we win that. Bisons didn't make the playoffs. Okay.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Toronto...
This series against the Angels is important.
As they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-3.
And, well, just like that, our season is over. I think.
The regular season is winding down, but the postseason race...
Yep, missed out by 1 game. That is unfortunate.
Starting in the AL East, the Blue Jays...
So let's see who wins the World Series, and it is going to be the LA Angels over the Cincinnati Reds. So this was the first time in this franchise mode where we did not make it into the postseason. So that is unfortunate. And I think that will officially put a wrap on this MLB 22 franchise mode series. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and I don't know if I'm going to do a series for MLB 23, and even if I do decide to do one, it would not, I would not be able to do it, to do any content with it for at least the first week that it's out, because I'm going to be away in St. Louis at the end of March for a few days. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, I will see you all next time.